Welcome to How I AI, the podcast featuring real people, real stories, and real AI in action. I'm Brooke Kramer, your host and guide on this journey into the real-world impact of artificial intelligence. For over 15 years, I've worked in creative marketing, events, and business strategy, wearing all the hats. I know the struggle of trying to scale and manage all things without burning out. But here's the game changer, AI. This isn't just a podcast. How AI is a community, a space where curious minds like you can come together, share ideas, and I'll also be bringing you exclusive discounts, free trials, and insider resources so you can test drive the latest tools and tech yourself. Because AI isn't just a trend, it's a shift. The sooner we embrace it, the more freedom, creativity, and opportunities we'll unlock. How I AI is brought to you in partnership with The Collective, a space designed to accelerate your learning and AI adoption. I joined The Collective and it's completely catapulted my learning, expanded my network, and showed me what's possible with AI. Whether you're just starting out or looking to refine your AI strategy, The Collective gives you the resources to grow. Stay tuned to learn more at the end of this episode or check the show notes for my exclusive invite link. Hi everyone, welcome back to How I AI. Today I have a very special solo episode for you all. I'm recording from Bali, Indonesia. I wanted to do another solo episode because I am fresh off the tails of a 5-day AI Mastermind conference with The Collective AI. Let's go ahead and get started with some announcements. My free Get Started guide is officially live. I'll link that in the show notes. It gives you basic vocabulary, advice on how to start playing around with tech tools, and also my favorite resources on how to jump in and start learning. I also want to mention that in the show notes with each episode, I am mentioning each of the technology stacks from each guest. Go ahead and scroll down within the notes of each episode and you'll see all of the tools that we shared. I do want to go ahead and ask if you've been enjoying these episodes, please rate and share it with a friend, leave a review. This is really going to help the podcast find and reach more people and support those that are wanting to get started and need resources. So for today's solo episode, I want to cover some of the AI news I've been reading, and I'm going to share about the speakers I was able to learn from in this past 5-day mastermind. I'm also going to be interviewing each of them individually in the coming weeks. So get ready. There's a lot of really exciting episodes on deck. Even when I'm back in Miami, I have some really cool episodes lined up for you all. All right, let's dive in. You might have been watching the news. So many advancements happening. Even during this mastermind we were in, the speakers were sharing, oh, this just happened yesterday, or this happened this week. It was hard for them to even prepare their presentations because even just the day of or the day before, they decided to speak on something completely different. That just goes to show how important it is to be paying attention to all of this news. One of my friends recently shared the Diary of a CEO YouTube. Maybe you've heard of him. He has over 10 million subscribers. And the episode that she shared is called AI Agents, Emergency Debate. These jobs won't exist in 24 months. This episode was over 4 hours long. It had a few gentlemen speaking about why AI is threatening the global workforce, how AI agents are already replacing millions of jobs, the disruptive force of the creative industry, what critical skills are going to be mattering most in the future. What I did when she sent me this YouTube was I personally uploaded it into 11 Labs and it broke down a 5-minute podcast for me. This is really how I digest long-form content and information and research papers now. I'll link the YouTube and I'll link my summary to the YouTube in the show notes as well. But they were discussing how AI was able to solve a very complex mathematical problem in under 24 hours. Apparently in the past, this took 70 years for this problem to be solved, and the ripple effects of industries like logistics, research and development, finance, and industries where complex problem solving is needed shows the impact of what's going to happen to the job market. Goldman Sachs predicts AI could automate 300 million jobs. They also share that 85% of current jobs are going to be affected by AI by 2025. This year is really big, and the demographic divide is just growing. A lot of workers over 45 have been reporting lower confidence in adapting AI, and only 35% of individuals really feel equipped. They also discussed that there's going to be creation of new job categories and how 85% of the jobs out there don't exist. There's a lot of really good information. So as mentioned, I'm going to link it out. Another interesting article I read recently was how organizations can prepare their workforce for jobs that don't exist yet. The World Economic Forum stated that by 2027, 65% of children entering primary school today will ultimately work in jobs that don't currently exist. So how do we equip our children and those in school for the future? In summary, they shared to build a future-ready workforce that organizations really must foster a culture of continuous learning. And this is going to include integrating training and skill development into their daily operations. And regular skill assessments are going to be essential due to the rapid technological change. So investing in technological training is really going to equip your employees to adapt and grow. And they also share that early adopters are going to have significantly higher business growth, and how strategic partnerships with educational institutions and tech providers are really going to help companies stay aligned with emerging trends and delivering relevant future-focused trainings. So what is that saying? It's saying that this isn't just a one and done situation where someone comes into your business or teaches you AI and then that's it, you're done. It's something that is going to be continuous learning and consistent learning, and to be setting up established partners with either universities or small brands to really be on top of emerging trends. This is what I'm doing already with my clients. I'm being a designated resource where I'm coming in, going through their operations and their systems and keeping them in the loop with what's going on with AI and teaching them the updates and going in consistently.
Love dining out? Here's a little gift for you. I've been using In-Kind, and it's honestly a game changer for food lovers. It's like a universal dining wallet that earns you 20% cash back at amazing restaurants, cafes, and bars nationwide. And as a thank you for being a listener, you can grab $25 off your next $50 tab when you sign up with my link in the show notes. Just pay with In-Kind, earn rewards, and use them on your next outing. A quick heads up, this offer is for new In-Kind users only. Valid one use per guest and covers food, drinks, and tax, but no tips or fees. The credit expires 30 days after you claim it, so don't let it go to waste. Check the show notes for my affiliate link and enjoy your next meal on me. Well, kind of.
All right. As mentioned, I'm in Bali. I'm here for an AI Mastermind that just wrapped for the past 5 days. And there were a lot of really exciting speakers. We had 2 days of learning, and we also had a lot of opportunities to build and work with developers and learn about automation and agents. And I'm going to give you a brief overview of what I've experienced and what I learned during this mastermind. As mentioned, I'm going to be interviewing a lot of these speakers individually, so you get to really dive deep into what it is that they teach and how they're using AI. So the speakers during this conference were the co-founders of the collective, Umer and Jonathan. They also featured Eric, Lucas, Natalia, and Faith.
let's go ahead and start with Faith. She is a visual artist and AI expert. And for each of these speakers, I will also link in the show notes how to reach out to them and how to get to learn from them more. So don't worry about that. Faith is a passionate visual artist and AI expert with a passion for helping entrepreneurs unlock their full potential. She's made it her mission to show creators and entrepreneurs how to leverage the transformative power of AI to scale their businesses, simplify their workflows. And she got into using AI tools as a muralist. She began with Midjourney, and it helped her really ideate these murals that she was creating for her clients. She did a really cool creative exercise with us. We did a few things. We created an AI influencer together. We created an AI generated ad. She also showed us a really cool app to virtually try on clothes online and be able to put it on your own AI avatar. So she went into ChatGPT because these past few weeks, ChatGPT advanced so much when it comes to image generation that it's really blowing everybody out of the water. We were able to do a lot within it directly. Some other platforms that she shared were Kling AI. We went to Adobe Firefly to create the AI ad. She touched on cloning your voice on 11 Labs. And also Resemble AI is another AI voice generator. And so in ChatGPT, we created an AI influencer. We built out its face and its body. We took a picture of a product and we created an AI ad within Firefly. And then we put the two together and showed this AI influencer holding the product that we created, and we're able to animate the ad. And she just really shared all the benefits of being able to do this beyond saving money, right? You can really align your product and show the lifestyle alignment to your customer. It helps showing your product to scale, among many other things. So it was really cool to be in this mastermind and not just be spoken to and to be shown in real time, and also follow along how to create AI influencers and AI ads. Next, we have Lucas Lorenzo. He's a creative technologist, AI builder, and is also a creative studio founder. He went over brute forcing product launching through AI, fast ideation and acceleration was the title of his talk. A little bit more about Lucas. He's an American technologist based in Barcelona. He's really building at the intersection of AI design and innovation. He's worked in research and development since 2018 as a full stack engineer, and he's worked with ad agencies, Fortune 500 companies, and works on large scale products related to software automation and strategy. We did a really cool thing together with him. He had a really good talk and presentation, and then he also shared a prompt called the Future Wheel Coach. And this prompt series is essentially designed to help founders really think about what it is that their business could look like 6 months from now. And it's a step-by-step process that we went into ChatGPT, and he recommended for a portion of it to really use the research model within ChatGPT, and it really guided us through a creative thinking exercise to imagine what these future changes might happen next within the business. We went over our competitive landscape, and it switches into an investor to really start to see what's missing about your business and your pitch, and dive into what could go wrong and which steps are most important to take on next. It was really cool to see that he created this 4-step series prompt, and I personally stepped away and just started speaking directly and did some ideation back and forth, and it gave this really thorough outline in the end. So that was a really fun experience. After that, we went over to Natalia, aka Metamuse. This one was really interesting. She has a signature talk where she goes over create your digital twin. She's a developer, and she's also a metaverse architect. I learned a lot from her about Web3. It was just a fascinating conversation. So we all built our digital avatar. More about MetaMuse before I jump into what we did. She's a visionary AI developer. She's a metaverse architect with 13 years of experience in IT. She's been leading innovation in Web3, AI, and immersive tech for over 4 years. And her mission is to empower creators and businesses through intelligent automation, digital avatars, and scalable content systems. She is really in this space of creating AI influencers. She's working in this space of having agencies of AI avatars. She spoke about the future, and an example she gave was, imagine if someone like Bruce Willis passed on and he had an AI avatar that was able to still live on and have royalties and commissions from his movies moving forward, even though he was no longer with us. Kind of think about when Paul Walker was brought back for the Fast and the Furious seasons, even after he had passed away. Things like that are going to be a bit normal now with official royalties and things in play, and it's going to be a little bit more consistent and common. Another example she gave was how DJs will be able to upload their consciousness, quote unquote, and be able to play virtually at sets with not actually being there. Just think about what that would be like to have someone's taste and style and everything completely downloaded, and then they could play in more than one place at a time. And just think about your ability to scale if you had an AI avatar downloaded in that way. She also shared some future notes on how you're going to see really big brands create digital faces and have them be representing their company and really be the DNA of their brands moving forward. So soon we're going to see models that represent specific brands that are completely AI generated, and this is going to be much more common. The exercise that we all did, reach out to me directly if you want me to send you my AI avatar. It was pretty cool. It took a few tries to get it right because obviously it's about prompting, right? And you have to go back and forth and get it to a point where you like it. But she built her product, which is very fascinating, completely on Telegram. So everybody in the mastermind was able to open their Telegram and go through her product and pay directly on the platform for her app to create our AI avatars within there, which were pretty incredible. You'll have to check her out on Instagram, her websites, to see her AI avatar. It's gorgeous. And like I mentioned, we spoke a lot about the metaverse and Web3, and she told me about the things that she's built and how she owns the most land. So definitely someone to check out, and hopefully I'll get her on the podcast soon. Another speaker during the mastermind was Eric Foz Jurgensen. He's a developer. He's a builder and a visionary mind. His topic during the mastermind was vibe coding, which is all the rage. He talked about how to build apps and websites without knowing code or very little code. And for those of you who might not know, vibe coding is when developers use AI to generate code by describing their desired functionality in natural language rather than manually writing code. So this is all the rage right now. A lot of people are losing their jobs in this space or having to completely shift gears of what it is that they're wanting to go to school to learn. So a bit more about Eric. He built the original genealogy platform. He's a VC. He's a technologist with a specialty in government contracts and fast growth. He applies his software engineering skills to create innovative and secure solutions for the decentralized web. Some of the tech that he covered was N8N, which is one of his favorite websites and platforms to build agents and autonomous workflows. He also covered Appify.com, which is a full stack platform for web scraping. Appify is the largest ecosystem where developers build, deploy, and publish web scrapers, AI agents, and automation tools. that was something really cool to learn about. He also did some previews of stuff that he's been learning and playing around and really liking lately. Just for reference, he is really active on Twitter, so maybe I'll link his Twitter here. And he says that is where he gets all of his AI news. He brought up his Twitter and showed his feed, and he was sharing all of the developments that came through this week. One thing he covered was VEO, which is a state-of-the-art video generation from Google. We went over Stitch with Google, which is how you transform UI designs for mobile and web applications. He introduced me to the website framer.com, and I'm going to use it to update my website. He covered Bolt, which is an app creator. And then someone else in the group also shared Lovable, which is a really good no-coder website for vibe coding. Next, we had Umer present, and he did a really cute interactive call with his son remotely, who dialed in and shared how he's been able to create faceless YouTube videos using AI and gain a ton of traction as a teenager. And it really just goes to show how easy this stuff is, and all it takes is time and dedication to start to learn, and how quickly you're able to start to gain traction. Umer's topic was on automations. A little bit more about Umer. He's a serial entrepreneur, over 15 companies founded across tech, e-commerce, and education, including 2 successful exits in just 4 years. He has over 20 years of experience scaling startups in AI, blockchain, and exponential technologies within Fortune 500 companies. He's also the co-founder of the collective, and he shared a bit about N8N as well. One other key thing that kept coming up was how we would get to a point in what we were building and sharing as a group for this Hacker House and AI Mastermind. And sometimes we would get stuck, and there was always just a quick fix answer. And it would either be within the platform, you would just have the code regenerate and it would fix itself, or there were dedicated GPTs to assist you with these specific platforms. For example, N8N has its own N8N assistant on GPT. I think I've mentioned on previous episodes how whenever I'm stuck on anything, I always go to ChatGPT and just ask it, but it's cool to hear that there are custom GPTs for a lot of these platforms like N8N. He also used make.com. We went over automations. We briefly touched on website cloning and this app called Emergent that he's been using for that. It's really incredible, the capabilities of AI, and it really is mind-blowing, the stuff that we were able to cover in these sessions of compact learning. But to wrap it all up, the final speaker was Jonathan Foltz, the other co-founder of the collective, and he likes to talk about superhuman systems and about time hacking and a lot with mindset, and he's very conscious, and so he had a lot to share about that as well. If any of you have ever gotten a chance to hear him speak at any of the AI workshops, it's just really cool. He's an amazing speaker to see that he blends conscious leaderships and AI. A little bit more about Jonathan. He's a serial entrepreneur. He's a futurist and visionary builder behind 30 plus companies across tech, AI, and e-commerce. He has 5 exits and over 9 figures in social media driven sales. He's really into exponential growth, mentoring founders, and launching AI systems. The tech that he covered a lot was Vortex AI. Recently, the collective launched a really cool platform for its members and clients, and it's a multi-agent system. A little bit more about Vortex AI. Let me pull up some stuff for you to read. It's a self-evolving intelligence platform designed for individuals and enterprises. It empowers users to build personalized or organized AI systems, and it really brings together the most powerful LLMs, agents, and automations into one main space. Think about all of the different ways that you're having to jump around into different LLMs, whether that be ChatGPT or Claude or Pi or Perplexity. This brings them all into one so that you're not jumping around, and it has one central way to pay as well. And so it's way more affordable. He shared a lot about Vortex AI. We did a bit of a demo, and if you're a member of the collective, you get access to it. And it's just an amazing tool and resource. So we went more into that during the mastermind as well. All right. I hope this was exciting for you all to hear everything that I learned from these speakers and what we did during the mastermind. Following 2 days of really intense learning and building, we had 2 days of amazing excursions and got to just really immerse deeply within the nature here in Bali. And the collective community is doing another international mastermind later on this year in Tulum. So stay tuned if you're interested in joining the next one. It was a special group of individuals that came together, and exciting to be around fellow entrepreneurs who are in such a build phase of their lives. Thank you so much for listening to my second solo episode. I would love for you to reach out to me directly with any feedback or comments. I love hearing from you all. As mentioned, I have some really exciting guests coming through. I typically post around Tuesdays or Wednesdays, depending on how busy I am that week. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
I hope today's episode opened your mind to what's possible with AI. Do you have a cool use case on how you're using AI and want to share it? DM me. I'd love to hear more and feature you on my next podcast. Until next time, here's to working smarter, not harder. See you on the next episode of How I AI. This episode was made possible in partnership with the Collective AI, a community designed to help entrepreneurs, creators, and professionals seamlessly integrate AI into their workflows. One of the biggest game changers in my own AI journey was joining this space. It's where I learned, connected, and truly enhanced my understanding of what's possible with AI. And the best part, they offer multiple membership levels to meet you where you are. Whether you want to DIY your AI learning or work with a personalized AI consultant for your business, the Collective has you covered. Learn more and sign up using my exclusive link in the show notes.